Our job is to actually go find Matthias. With the help of our cipher, Owen, who again is the eyes and ears of any freelancer, he's going to help guide us through the mission.
He's like our man in the chair, basically. He's back at base, watching everything that's going on.
You got it. So let's jump on this mission.
You're heading down?
Right. So again, here's our beautiful world of Anthem. Owen, what you guys missed while we were on the platform during the setup there, he's kind of let us know that, hey, I've got a signal. I've got a beat here on Matthias. Come check it out. As I skim the water here, you'll see that I'm actually cooling down my javelin. Right?
That's cool. I love that. You can also do that by flying through waterfalls, and like actually when you dip into water, you've seen a lot of that in our trailers.
Absolutely.
Like it is super cool. Like when you're running hot and you just happen to just catch a waterfall, they all seem to be conveniently placed, and you just straight through them.
There's no accident,
jets,
right?
and then you're off. It's a lot of fun, and it's a really cool moment when you do it as well, especially the first time.
Oh, it's awesome. So this is an Arcanist camp, right? So this was kind of the first signal. Owen, again, he gave us sort of some intel that obviously Matthias has been here, right? But he's definitely not here right now. So here's our first clue. Again, we're going to kind of check out the signal here, see if we can actually locate.
Oh, hang on.
Our good friend.
Detecting another radio. Same frequency.
What you're not hearing right now in this build, again, this is alpha footage, right? So my player voice actually isn't happening, so I'm letting Owen know that we can actually find him. He's told us to go find and follow this signal, right?
So these things here that we're going to fly through, these are basically the beacons that have been put down for us?
Yeah, these are essentially the signals that Owen's actually locating and using for us to follow.
I've marked for better reception.
There's a lot of trees in the game. Did you guys spend a lot of time in the forest taking pictures of trees and modeling trees? Like, was there like a big developer expedition to the rainforest in Brazil?
It was, it was balanced out between Austin and Edmonton, and so we did a lot of tree hunting. No, not really.
Okay, so this bit, the Lost Arcanist that we're coming up to, he is. Is he part of a group? Is this like a faction that we'll interact a lot with during
yeah, the
game?
Arcanists are all throughout Fort Tarsus. There's a lot of them, right? Matthias is one of the main ones. Again, not to divulge too much of the storyline and that kind of stuff, but he's definitely a present in our world.
I realised I wasn't paying attention to where I was flying, and I went
and you went off
into the wrong direction. There we go.
So this is our next location here. We've come upon another camp.
Okay, so what we've got to do here is basically just, so we're hoping to find him here.
We're hoping he's here.
Oh, I've seen a box. Are we allowed to open some loot boxes?
You can open loot boxes.
No, I think you need to open some loot boxes so that people can see, because there's one down here if you come over near me.
I'm doing a mission right now.
No, come on, this is a particularly glowy one.
This one's just, where are you at?
Glowy.
I don't know, hang on, where are you?
There you are.
Look.
There you are.
Just come down these stairs, let's take a look.
So this is the freedom of Anthem. You can be on a mission with somebody who's in dire straits.
Okay,
meanwhile, just be going and looking out for loot, right? There I am, got a little bit of loot. Awesome.
So there's lots of stuff like that. There's like resources in the world, like there's lots of little things that you can interact with and sort of learn more about.
There is, for sure.
But we should really be saving our Arcanist.
Try to stay with me, because right now we're using the search mechanic.
I didn't mean to derail it. It was just the chat. I could see them all going on about the boxes in the world. They wanted to see some loot.
I totally get it, right? So we're using our search mechanic right now to actually find another clue.
So this is this green thing up at the top.
That's exactly what that is, right? So again, using the storm, this is kind of my sprint, right? Again, hovering, using that SEALs technology. And here
Signal
it is.
Device found. Using it to locate Matthias. This search is taking too long, and it's too quiet.
Good.
That's good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
So right now we're kind of solving this radio mystery, right? Uh-oh. I think we've got some company.
Oh, okay.
Scars getting in the way of the search. Do something.
Yeah, so like we've been talking about all week, right? The fact that we're all playing 4 different javelins, right? Endless combinations as far as what people can do. We could play 4 Colossuses if we wanted, right? Right now we're obviously choosing to play each of our different ones. You can see Lee up there in the front using the Colossus. He's kind of our big heavy. He can take the most damage. That's definitely where he wants to be when we engage in battle.
I'm going to be honest, I'm a big fan of this shield and some of like the special run charge things you can do with it.
Oh,
We'll show a little bit of that. We'll show some of the abilities actually later. We'll get through this fight so we can show them off properly.
Yeah, what you want to do though is you want to come back inside this beacon. There we go.
Oh,
You
okay.
just solved that puzzle.
This is
right?
I'm not playing the game properly, am I?
Oh, it's okay. You can't know what you don't know. Let's take out these Scar, right?
Yes.
So what can you tell us about these guys? Are these just the bad guys and we'll learn more about them later?
Yeah, they're definitely one of the bad guys, right? They're not the Dominion, which other people out there already know. They're the big bad guys.
These are just cannon fodder. Basically, these are an inconvenience is what these guys are.
These guys are just in the way.
I mean, they're brave going up against, I mean, what are they even wearing?
I'm
There's
going
no armor
to
on these
use
guys.
my Storm Ultimate on this thing and just completely get rid of this
Oh,
hive.
okay, that was cool.
Right? Every one of the elements. Every one of the elements. Boom.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
See you later. Bye, hive. Right? So obviously you want to take out these hives, get rid of the, because that's what's actually generating these enemies, the Scar. How you doing, Interceptor?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you any graphics over there? No?
No.
Little lightning strike.
The Interceptor does look a little bit like a Grabbid. I've just noticed. maybe the pilot for the Interceptor is a
Whoa.
Grabbid.
I'm
Have I died?
I'm taking some
Was that you?
damage here. I was taking some damage.
It's me. I'm not playing. It's just
What you guys
you
probably
basically
picked up on there is I was not hovering, and that's when the storm is at its strongest from a defensive perspective, right? So while I was actually on the ground, like now, right, I'm susceptible to damage, right? So I want to actually stay in this hover.
As some of the squad that I regularly play Battlefield and other games with, they will tell you that when you're playing a game with me, you're playing on hard mode.
Okay.
I'm a liability.
Okay. You are the X factor in the wrong direction.
I'm the hard mode.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
So you put the non-team in team.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh well, that's too bad. I didn't get to choose my teammates.
Okay, so we've got some more flying to do now.
We do.
Nothing. Just lost the
The
radio
world is
signal,
huge.
but
I mean,
we're
we can
close.
basically
We
fly
know he's
around
alive.
pretty much everything we can see here, right? And even more that we can't see, all the stuff that's
Absolutely,
underground.
absolutely. The only thing that's really containing you, obviously, is
Got a
you
bunch
can't
of
fly
scars.
forever,
Yeah.
right? Like we kind of talked about before, right? Beautiful open world, lots of
I've
things
never
to
seen
do,
this
lots
much
of
scar
loot
activity.
to
What is
get,
going on?
lots of enemies to fight, a lot of creatures, very dangerous, right? I'm gonna pick up some health.
Oh, I ran out of ammo. There we go. I've got a grenade launcher now.
We got it. There we go. We're kind of fighting the perfect fight right now. It's almost like we've rehearsed this. Oh, wait a minute.
Located the radio we were tracking. The scars got into it. We fixed that.
Here's
I
our
bet
next
we
clue.
reached Matthias.
Okay.
Right?
So actually, I'll tell you before. I want to get a bit. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to the chat, and I know we've had like the
Yep.
we had the Anthem AMAAA. How many A's do you have?
shield
Is this burst charge?
Yeah.
That is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want to use the Colossus for, right? You want the Colossus in front lines, front and center.
You can
right?
do this while you're not going to be able to see it properly, but you can do it while flying too, which is super cool. I really love this.
I lost you.
You've lost me. I'm above you there.
Oh,
I
there you
am.
go. Oh, that's yeah. I mean, if you want to do that, sure you can.
I mean, get down low,
Yeah,
just bowling pin into a load of enemies.
absolutely.
Super cool. So, I suppose let's take a look at the Interceptor. A lot of people in the chat want to see some more
No.
Interceptor.
Yes.
This is your moment to shine, Mother of Grabbids. Don't fly away.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's me.
There's the Interceptor. That's the Interceptor's ultimate.
So this is like a really cool like hack and slash. Moment you'll dart around
Yeah,
all the enemies on the battlefield.
Well, the
and-
ultimate for the Interceptor is essentially using your dual blades, right, like a ninja would, and going from opponent to opponent to opponent and taking them out through time. While you're in that state, the defense for right? Again, the Storm's hover ability, right? What you're seeing here is ice shards, right? Essentially, when I hit the opponents with this, I'll both do some damage and freeze them, right? I've already shown off the electrical storm, right? You can see that I'm actually able to hover in the air for quite long, right?
Yeah, so
that's
you
kind of
can,
one
you
of the
could,
abilities.
like, so I guess that's kind of like one of the things, like the Colossus.
Yes.
I can hover for a decent amount of time, but he's a heavy dude.
Yeah, and you're going to run out because you don't have that. You don't have the seals ability that I actually have, right? And what you're also seeing around me right now is actually a defensive shield, right? So this is the state that you want to play in when you're actually playing with the Storm. Again, probably more of a ranged attack type javelin, right? So you want to stay away. You want to stay in the air because that's where your defense is best, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to get too close.
Okay, cool. I think we should probably crack on with the mission.
Well, yeah, because I
I'm a
think
bit
Matthias
worried
was,
with
he was,
Matthias was
he
in trouble.
He was in trouble, and we're not too much of a hurry. Hopefully he's still there.
Okay, here's another one of my favourite bits. Get down by the water, call off your jets.
Yes.
Your jets.
Oh, and try not to
Yeah.
crash into the water like I often do.
You guys coming?
So here we are. Yeah, I'm just right behind you. So this whole new area now. So I'd seen this question come up in the chat, and I didn't quite get the person's name, but it's basically like this whole world. Is it open to us?
It is.
It's not like we're not constrained. I mean, I know we've kind of been following the path here a little bit at the start, but like we
Yeah.
could just fly off anyway, really.
We could. While you're on a mission, right now we're playing a party, right? So there will be party gather, right?
Yeah.
Because we obviously want to stay on the mission together,
Yeah.
right? So the game will help us along from that perspective for sure.
Okay, so we're gonna hop down. Hopefully save Matthias.
However you want to say.
Matthias.
Oh, he's surrounded by
Okay, he's
Scar
already busy.
here.
He's already busy.
Let's take out the Scar.
He seems to be fine. In one piece so far.
Little electrical storm.
So these scrappers, where are they coming from?
What's happening with the
Are they
scars?
coming from
Something has
underground?
them enraged.
These guys are being spawned. They could be spawned from some hives that we just don't see right now. They could have be teleported in through some portal holes.
Got Matthias. He looks okay, I think.
There's Matthias.
Okay.
What's up, buddy?
Oh no, hang on. We've got trouble.
Oh, got another wave. Yeah, there's the teleporter.
Looks like he's having a bad day.
Got some more Scar coming in.
I'd love to know how he got here. I mean, it's took us 45 minutes to get here, and we're flying. I mean, admittedly, we've messed around a little bit.
We don't really know how long he's been gone. There's my melee attack.
Ultimate.
Where you at?
Oh, Kajuki's popping the ultimate.
Just pulling the trigger. Micro missiles painting those targets.
Oh damn. We've got a big one.
If you had to pick a favourite ultimate, who's would it
Big guy ahead.
I'd like the Interceptors ultimate, to be honest with you.
be? Yeah?
Yeah, just I'd love the fact that
Big guy is here.
you know the little space ninja gets in there, uses dual blades, and just carves things up.
I'm behind.
So what's going on with this guy here?
Well, this is Scarhead,
He kind of looks
right?
a bit like me.
Yeah, he's we don't want to mess with him
No,
for
I'm
too long,
fire.
right? Well, yeah, he's got his flamethrower out, right? And he's got this big shield.
I think I have the aggro.
Uh-oh.
He seems to be pretty
Yeah, he take a lot of
good
damage.
for you.
He'll soak up some bullets.
So this is basically like a little mini boss for the level, I guess.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where'd
I've
he go?
lost him now, actually. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? Uh-oh.
There he is.
Yeah,
He took advantage of us all not paying attention.
yeah,
and
he
headed straight for the tires.
completely snuck under us here. I gotta get some of this health.
Oh, on the right. Behind you.
Well, you know what, Lee?
What? You want to leave him?
I think that's it.
Scar lead is
Yeah?
down.
Yeah.
Let's clean up the rest of them now, shall we?
There you go. That obviously isn't all.
The wall. It's our armor. It protects us from what lies beyond. But out there, you either live with the choices you make, or die trying to change them. The story doesn't end here.